Well, hello there. This is the guy with no name, and once again, I'm playing katawa shoujo. Because I really want to play this game, read this book, for further. I don't want to stop because, as you can see, there's right above here. He's rendering the video I just made, so yeah, let's go further, cause that's why I go further. You know what I'm saying? Just a minute long intro. You know what? Let's make it a minute long. Well, how are you today? As always, don't tell anyone your name. And that was a 1-minute intro. A note is pinned to the sleeve on one of the shirts. Hi, Hichan. Waarom Hichan? We've unpacked your things and made your bed. They said if these don't fit, you should go to the office tomorrow. If you have any problems, you can always call us. Love, Mom and Dad. So, actually, I thought Hichan was my nickname given by Misha, but apparently I already have that nickname from somewhere else. I don't know. Well, at least I don't have to worry about unpacking. I kinda hope I would have. Then there would be something to do. It's still too early. I put the note down at the desktop and lie down in the bed, feeling drained. Lying there makes me want to read something, but I have nothing with me. I wonder if the hospital conditioned me for wanting to read whenever I have nothing to do. The restless urge just keeps growing until I have to stand up. Maybe it's stress or something. I was pretty nervous about it coming, and for the entire... I still am, I think. Damn, I have to distract myself somehow. I won't be this unnatural all the time. Tomorrow, I'll go borrow some books from the library. Yeah, I'll do that. But for now, the bottles of medication neatly arranged on my night table catch my eye. I pick up one and shake it just to hear the contents rattle inside, and then read the glued on pharmacy label. Hisonakai. 2 tablets daily to stay alive. Well, that sounds awful. Oh, it doesn't really say that, but it could just as well. I already thought, like, what doctor would sit there like, take this to stay alive? It's kind of twisted, having your life depend on chemicals like this. I resent it a little, but what choice do I have? Sorry if my audio goes soft sometimes. That means I'm probably moving, because I can't seem to find the perfect way. Maybe I just have to sit down, because I don't have a chair. That works, at least. It sits comfortably, thingy. It's kind of twisted, yes. With a sigh, I begin my daily routine of taking the right numbers of pills from each bottle, being careful to check the correct dosages. I lie down again, feeling hollow and uncertain. After that, I keep starting at the blank, unfamiliar ceiling for a long time. It doesn't start looking any more familiar, not even after darkness falls and long shadow draw across my room like fingers. The sheets feel slightly more comfortable, warm and nest-like against that chill that passes for the room temperature here. Ow, my eye! Accidentally poked myself in the eye! Ow! Ow! That hurts. Ah! Oh shit, man. That's pretty silly of me. I know I am pretty silly. I always drop all kinds of stuff, and then everyone gets angry. Shit, oh, it hurts. Oh. I think that can go on. Soon, the lighter shade of darkness that is the ceiling looks like every ceiling does at night and becomes the only thing I recognize anymore. The night beckons me to sleep, and I feel the coldness of unfamiliarity and fear creeping up my spine once again. I keep drifting further away from the world I knew. I wake up in a strange room. The solid morning light shimmers against my light grey ceiling. I have forgotten to draw the curtains closed at night. This is my room, isn't it? My room. This is the third room in this year that I'm supposed to call mine. Various things around here remind me that indeed it's me who is supposed to be the one living here. My bag's on the floor, my new school books on the desk, my numerous medication on the night table. I stare at the bottles for a moment, deliberating until I open the bottle, shake out a pill, and pop out a tablet from the foil sheet. I down them with a chaser of water without thinking about the chemistry. My uniforms are in the closet. I slink out from under the sheet and stretch my back before dressing up. Putting on a new school uniform feels like dressing in someone else's clothes. The artificial smell of generic detergents invades my nose, but the feeling of fresh cloth against my back is a good one, a natural one. It feels like a school uniform, as it should, but it's not much difference from what I used to wear before. That goes for other things too. So far, this place seems more or less like a normal school, except for the people. I think back to my talk with Kenji yesterday, Misha's constant laughter, and Shizune's sweeping sign language gestures. Well, I've only met 3 students so far. Maybe they aren't that normal, but I'm sure others are. Or perhaps people like them are what passes for normal around here. Yeah, what does pass for normal around here? What do people do? I didn't see a lot of kids hanging around after classes yesterday, so maybe there are clubs. So I wonder if I should join one. All through class, the question remains on my mind. So I talked to ask Shizune about it when we split into groups. After all, she did say if I had anything I want to know, I should ask her. She crosses her arm and shifts her gaze slowly to Misha, who looks more preoccupied with trying to grind the eraser of a pencil down so that the top is perfect and evenly flat. Ahaha, sorry, Shijan. Is there something you want from me? Oh? Sorry? Oh, I see. That's a good question, Shijan. My first thought is that she means she doesn't know, which is worrying. Maybe I'm being too negative. Well, anyway, Misha, please don't prove me right. Oh, that's right. Everyone is encouraged to join a club. A lot of people do so because there's not really anything else to do. There are also school events, like the festival coming up in a few days. Almost every student in the school tends to help out with it, doing whatever. So, you actually transferred in a busy time. Maybe you can help out too. Sure. What's the festival about? Misha freezes. Wahaha! I don't know, Hichan. The truth is, it's a local event, and I'm not from the area, so... She starts signing desperately to Shizune, asking her to bail her out. Shizune adjusts her glass at the end of an ugly, grandiose flourish and starts signing hard and heavy. Huh? Oh, who cares? Misha puffs out her chest and shouts as Shizune's words out at me with a disproportionate amount of pride. Too loud. I can see heads turning in our direction. Not so loud. Human beings evolve with each new generation. The ideals and beliefs beyond the festival will inevitably change in time. Now it's about delicious fried fruit and amusing little games that you play to win prizes. Haha. The teacher clears his throat very loudly, batting his wooden pointer against the other palm like a baton. He shoots a pointed gaze at us. Finally noticing where we are, Misha stifles a yelp and quietly sits down. Shizune doesn't seem embarrassed at all, though brushing it off without a care. That's right, Shi-chan. What? That's right. Yi-chan, are you asking because you're interested in joining the club? Well, it could have been my eyes playing tricks on me, but I saw a suspicious glance between them. Misha's tone has also changed. Although, it does that very other word anyway. Yes, I was thinking about it. Shi-chan and Shizune look at each other again. I'm about to ask what they have in mind when something dark flutters in my peripheral vision, catching my attention. Out of my corner of my eye, I see the girl with long dark hair get up from her desk and slip silently towards the door. Doesn't seem like she was working any clue, and so no one else seems to notice her but me. I glance at the teacher, who's also looking at the dark-haired girl too. Why doesn't he say anything? Hichan, is something wrong? Do I look as uneasy as I feel? Or was just Misha looking at me after the girl who left? No, nothing. Well, okay. Well, like we were asking, you don't have any plans for lunch today, do you? I thought I would go to the library and pick up some books. Not really. So, you want to have lunch together then? Sure. Yeah, okay. Oh, I really don't like this too. I honestly don't care, so I'm just gonna skip ahead a little bit. Like, seriously. I really don't like that duo. Dynamic duo, let's just skip. Als een spel doen, dan hou ik er meer van om verdedigend te spelen dan aanvallend. Whoa, yeah. She takes a moment to formulate a response before speaking. Every action she takes feels as if carefully choreographed beforehand. Care to take a seat? Unexpected, considering then I'm intruding upon her. Thanks. I slowly step towards the other seat opposite her. The girl resting the teacup. I love tea! I really love tea! Tea is so calming and tea! I really love tea. She loves tea. Woo! If there's a chance for those two to be together, I would take it just because she loves tea. The way she doesn't track my movements with her head is stunning. That and the slight cloudiness to her eyes means she must be at least partially blind, like Kenji. Come to think of it, her voice doesn't have any detectable accent either, so I guess she must be half Japanese. As I take my seat, her composure takes me slightly off guard. Her air of relaxed confidence makes the silence entirely comfortable. The calming atmosphere is so I take it you're a new student to Yamaku. Yeah, I just transferred in yesterday. I get the distinct feeling my speech patterns don't match the formality of hers, accentuated by the restrained bow of greeting. One of which I hasten to match before realizing the futility of the action. I'm really Satu. Pleased to meet you. Yeah? Okay! And I'm back. 4 hours passed. So I needed to go somewhere, and then I needed to help my dad with some wood that needs to be thrown away at the thingy. But anyway, I'm back. You sound okay. She gives a quick nod before gesturing roughly in the direction of the teacup. Would you care for a drink? Sure. As much as it pains me, I can't keep step with the formality in the proceedings. She gives a kind nod, taking the request in stride. Without another word, she steps off the chair and prepares a second cup of tea from a collection of supplies laid out along a shelf. A brush here, a brush there, her left hand often lightly touching the side of whichever container she's pouring into. It seems to be a process she's followed dozens of times before. As I lean sideways to see around her back, she seems to use her long, dainty finger to measure the right amount of water in the cup. It's one thing to see different disabilities in students in my class may have, but it's quite another to see how everyone seems to adapt. Shizune and Misha have no problem working together to communicate to me, and Lily herself seems to have workarounds for problems I never thought of. Well, I feel guilty about her doing work. She seems to be pleased to follow the correct process of the offerer preparing a drink. So, her soft voice brings me out of her silent observance. Which room were you looking for? It's not often this classroom is visited after school. School library. Shizune and some classmates told me it was on this floor. She finishes pouring water into the teacup as she nods. A small metallic tapping coming from the teacup indicating it being stirred. I'm aware of Miss Hakamichi as are most students. To be with them means you're in class 3-3, no? That's right, in the science room with Muto. She gives a small giggle before setting down the teaspoon and slowly walking towards the table, teacup and saucer in hand. He's quite a character. I imagine you come to like him. Most do. Wait a second. As she sets down the tea, I gently take it and have a sip. I'm really more of a coffee person, but this seems a rather bad moment to bring it up. Nonetheless, the smell's quite nice. I hardly think it'd be hard to choke down. Thanks, Satu. It tastes really nice. She smiles and quickly waves her hand in front of the face. Lily, please. There's no need to be too formal. She says this in spite of her exceedingly well-read speech. Oh well. I guess I should try and ask her about herself. So, which class are you from? Imagine it's one of the third-year classes. Correct. I'm in class 3-2, which on the third floor, same as yours. It's taught by Miyagi, and is specifically for both blind and partially blind students. I see. Sorry. I feel like slapping myself for the faux pas. Looking at her face though, she just seemed to be least bit put off by it. My, there's no need to change her speech on my account. Sure, sorry, I guess I'm really showing my newness here. An environment like this would be a big change, so I can't fault you for it. While the same can be said for everyone. Many have come to terms with their conditions. That category seems to include her, it seems. Also ready to jump ship from this particular topic, I seek into another. Do you often come here to drink tea often? 2 times? Nee, do you come here to drink tea often? I was almost gonna say like 2 times often in one sentence. It's really a nice place. Thinking on it, this might be her version of the place behind my school that I like to have lunch at. I come here fairly often during lunch times. My duties as class representative. I still have trouble pronouncing that word. Representative doesn't leave enough time for an official club. So a friend and I use this room for having tea. Class representative, huh? Compared to Shizune, her mannerisms seem to be almost completely opposite. While Shizune is blunt and fiercely driven, Lily seems relaxed and calm, almost aloof. Come think of it, she might be useful for a less biased view of the school clubs. What kinds of clubs are there to join? The most popular ones are the track and field club, which use the field near the school during lunch times, the baseball club, and the book club in a room near the library. There are also numerous small ones too, though such as the art and music clubs. At times when I just want to get on my feet, rushing to a club right away seems slightly unappealing. I wonder if this school shares the same rule as my old one. Is it compulsory to join a club? It isn't, though it is encouraged. Good, that's a relief. I really let down my guard around this girl to let such a thing slip out. The fact seemed to slightly amuse her. Not wanting my tea to get cold, I finally start drinking as Lily does the same. Whoa, it's already late, okay. As I look out the window over her shoulder, I notice the light coming into the room has a distinctly orange tint. Even here, time doesn't stand still. The time's gone quickly. Sorry? Right, she's blind. Of course she can't see the sun setting. It just looks like the sun's starting to set. It seems to come as a surprise for her. I guess she must have lost the track of time. Sorry, Sal. I didn't mean to keep her from the library for so long. I've been moved to a late for concern. No, it's okay. The library's still open, isn't it? She pauses and takes a moment to think on it. It's probably something I should have asked Shizune when I had the chance. But Lily seems to likely know in any case. True, it's open till 6:30 on weekends, weekdays. help, though I should be able to find it alright. Well, unless my navigational skills fail me, which they seem to have a habit of doing. It's alright, I was going to talk to the librarian there in any case. I could introduce you. Wait a second. This gets better and better. It's pretty hard to deny her offer. If you're sure, that'd be great. Thanks. She stands up to follow me and she takes hold of her straight, retractable cane that's been slipped in the handle of her bag on the floor. Compared to the cane the boy in my class had, Lily's looks much more thinner and longer. His must be for support, whereas Lily's for navigation. Together, we leave the peaceful room and enter the empty hallway on the way to the library. Side by side, my pace carefully slows to match hers. We slowly walk through the hallway. It doesn't take long for us to arrive at the door to the warm-looking room, apparently situated in the center of the floor rather than either wing. Ladies first. She gives an appreciative smile to Jester, taking the lead as we file in. I think I'm gonna end it right here. Nah, I have a long time left, so let's make this, let's say, half an hour. Half an hour seems fine. It easily dwarfs my old school's library with the distinct smells of old book, giving the place an almost old world air. There doesn't seem to be a lot of students here, considering the time. It isn't a big surprise. Everyone's probably either in the school grounds or in the dorms. Yuko, are you here? She says it into thin air since the library doesn't seem to be present, and of course Lily can see this. What unexpected is that this draws a reaction. Something from under the counter thuds against it, followed by quiet will. Oh. The origin, apparently librarian. The librarian quickly crawls out and bounces up to extremely rigid attention. Hi Lily, how can I help you? Her voice is strained in a failing attempt to sound casual, and she's rubbing the back of her head. Good afternoon. What happened just now? I heard a strange sound. It's nothing, I just hit my head. See, I dropped an eraser under my desk while I was looking for it, a pencil dropped. When I was looking for both of them, you came and surprised me. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I couldn't know. It's okay. Sorry for making you worry. This is nothing. I've had worse happen to me. She's quick to reverse Lily's apologies, almost frantically trying to push aside the possibility that she could be in any way inconvenienced by bashing her head into the counter. Yes, worse things have happened. The girl fidgets with her finger as Lily doesn't seem to drop her concerned expression. Then she shuffles some papers around the counter for no reason. A little shorter than Lily, replete with glasses, freckles, and a really very troubled look, she seemed to fit a library perfectly. Ah, Lily, did you get my message? Oh, the two imported books that arrived. Right, they finally came. I can't believe it took so long, but amidst their celebrations, partially for managing to change this topic, I'm sure she notices me from the corner of her eye and freezes on the spot when she does. Oh, no, I'm sorry for not noticing you before. Did you need to check a book or return one? I'm sorry. The way she can so quickly shift between the moods is a little unsettling. He's with me, Yuko. He's Hisao, a new student. Hisao, this is Yuko, the school librarian. Pleased to meet you. Hisao, right, Hisao. Pleased to meet you too, Hisao. for second she visibly attempts to engrave the name on her mind so she won't forget. Yuko often arranges important foreign books in braille for me. Would you like to tell Hisao a little something about the library? Lily's innocent suggestion is met with an expression of abject terror. Please Lily, I can't. I don't know what he could be interested in. This is too much responsibility. How's any responsibility at all? I don't get it, but her objection is so sincere. I don't doubt for a second she would rather disembowel herself on the spot and tell me where the light nobles are. But, so, are there lots of books in braille here? I attempt to save the day by asking the first thing that pops into my head. It seems to work at least partially, as Yuko seems to not exactly relax, but at least look a little slight tense. Well, I think about a third or fourth of Yamaku library is either in braille or in audio. Makes sense, given all the blind students that be here. It's only that, how come this library is so big in the first place? Well, we get a lot of new books regularly because the library is adequately endowed. That's probably why. They spend more on new books than on my salary. And then I have to organize and shelf them, all of them. It's so troublesome and they wait so much. I wish I could quit this job. A very awkward silence follows this revelation of too much information. I'll go check the ice list then, if you don't mind. It's probably best for all of us if she doesn't keep talking to me. Very well. Meanwhile, Yuko and I will have those books, if that's alright with you. My first impression was right. The library is surprisingly big. Ampling down the narrow iceless easels. I'm just gonna call it easels. I study the spines of the books in random order, occasionally sliding one out to read the blurb, taking it with me if it looks good. In a few moments, I have a respectable stack of books in my arms. I guess I'll never be stuck for choice here. The normality of the library sinks in. Sure, there are large print and braille books scattered throughout, but it's what it is, a library. It's at the calm mood for the room I had tea with when I had tea with Lily snuck with us in here, unless it was here to begin with. Something about that just puts me at ease, just like before. I reach the end of the easel and find a collection of desks, set up to study or personal reading. Going a little further though, I discover a nice quiet corner at the back. While the rest of the library has the odd student sitting at the desk, either reading or stealthily sleeping, the back is pretty much deserted. As I glance around, I see someone who I recognize sitting on one of the several beanbags. The dark-haired girl from my class, the one who snuck out the classroom earlier. She's reading a book, keeping it close to her face, which makes it look like she's really into it. From the way she's acting today, I had her pegged as more as delicate than a bookworm. In fact, her mysterious disappearance from the class raises all sort of whys in my head. Intrigue flows slowly but surely towards the surface, and before I knew it, I'm walking towards the mysterious long-haired girl. I guess there's no harm in introducing myself, as I would with anyone else. She's a classmate after all. Walking to another beanbag, I take a seat and lay my books beside it. The girl starts looking scaredly up at me from underneath her fringe. This is the first time I've seen her so close. Underneath her long, dense bangs, I see that part of her face, at least a third, if not half, is pretty badly scarred. My eyes are immediately drawn to the scars, subconsciously picking past their hair until they meet my own eyes. For a second, I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the book, when I had before realized that looking, well, apparently he's done rendering. I think I'm gonna pause right here. And I'm back in the house, peoples. For a moment I'm shocked and divert my eyes to the books in her hand, before I realize that looking away probably only makes it worse. It takes too many seconds to collect myself and remember what I walked up to her before. Hi, I knew her and he sounded like we were in the same class, and I'm sorry I didn't mean to startle you. Let's be polite, like first the apologies and then say like, hey, I'm Yusano Kai, what's up? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to startle you. It's okay. The girl certainly doesn't look like she's okay, but I'll let it slide. So, do you mind if I sit here? She seems to be very uncertain whenever it's okay or not for me to sit. But finally, she nods, just a little. Oh, okay. I take the seat next to her, and she hides herself behind the book. Life of Pi, never heard of it. So, sorry for starting you again. I'm Isao. She looks up from the book, stalling a little before replying. No, we are in the same class. Her speech is stilted and so quiet that it's barely audible, even still in the library. I guess that my delinquent impression of her was wrong. Hanako. I resist to urge to say that's a nice name, just to have something to say, but really, it's the only thing I can think of. I feel like an idiot. Everyone here must be used to looking different to each other, and here I am, being all bothered and fussed by all that kind of things. Don't let me interrupt your reading, I'll just check these books if you don't mind. She nods a little, then she sighs a little sigh of relief. So I tried to read the covers and the introductions of the book I picked up, and she buries her face in her book. Uncomfortable silence consumes us. My eyes still wander to her direction, as I sneak peeks at her flowing hair and the scars it's hiding. After a while, I realize that she's doing the same, only pretending to immerse in the life of Pi. Her gaze is not inquisitive at all, though. It darts around me like a scared rabbit. When our gazes finally meet, the chain reaction is unstoppable. I think I'm gonna end it right here. I've done quite enough of it. So, well, goodbye, and remember, never tell anyone your name.